the second cup winning in New York might have been a little better, beating the Rangers in New York. But it's all about winning the cup, and that's the game of hockey to me.
You briefly touched on the fact that you faced the Rangers. Let me follow up on that because it was way more dramatic than that. You beat the Rangers in six, and you actually clinched the cup at MSG with a shutout. Could you have picked a better way to wrap up your second Stanley Cup?
Well, I said winning the first cup was the biggest thrill in hockey. That have been might have been my second or my second, but it was a game that Orr was phenomenal. We lost game five. Don't forget, the Rangers come back and beat us game five. They had all the momentum going, and we sort of had our heads down. And I'll tell you a funny story about that game. And this is just me. And we had a doctor, Dr. Wilkinson. He was the most serious guy I've ever seen, and a great guy. Just passed away. He recently, a few years ago, at 100, and a great man. And I was always the last guy in the dressing room. This was for the sixth game, and I walked in, and the room was about as quiet as you've ever seen. It was like a wake. And I said, "Uh-oh." So I went up to Doc, and he was pacing in the room. I said, "Doc, did I ever tell you what happened to me in the summer?" He says, "No." I said, "I woke up one morning, I had number five on my mind. Number five, that's all I could think of." But I said, I looked at the calendar. It was May 5th. It was the fifth day of the fifth month. Yeah, well, what did you do? Now I got the players' attention now. I said, "Well, you know me, Doc. I went to the track." He says, "Yeah, what happened?" I said, "In the fifth race, I bet 500 to win on the five, and he was 5 to 1. And I got everyone's attention. And Doc says, he yelled out, 'Did he win? Did he win?' I said, 'No, Doc, he finished fifth.'" So I sort of got the players' attention. It loosened the team up a little bit.